So recently the P38 was feeling a little bit lethargic in the mid-range, more so than is normal for a Rover V8, and more so than I think would be associated by, with a bit of midlife cam wear or something like that. It was tending to happen between about third open throttle and about 2/3, 3/4 open throttle. At lower speed with only small amount of throttle or wide open throttle, it was generally responding normally. It was just between the two that it was kind of going wrong. And the reason I suspected it was an EFI issue rather than the engine itself is because depending on the road speed and what gear you were in, the point at which it happened moved about a bit in the rev range. So it seemed to be something that was consistent with throttle position as opposed to engine speed, which again suggested to something in the fuel air delivery system rather than the engine itself. So I had a look at the throttle cable itself. Is that sticking? Got someone to slowly deflect the pedal to wide open and slowly let it closed again. Cable itself was not binding, it was smooth throughout the range. A butterfly was opening and closing normally, that's not a problem. So really it could have been, I suppose, the TPS. Maybe the TPS wasn't working in the mid-range, or this guy wasn't registering the increased airflow in the mid-range. And given the fact that this guy is about 4 times the price for an original part than this one, I took a punt on this one for 95 quid, original Bosch MAF sensor, and transpired to have been correct. So let's have a look at swapping that out. So it's very simple. You just disconnect it from the top of the air filter box, and then you've also got this clip on here which holds it onto the intake pipe. So obviously got to disconnect the sensor as well, but that's not a big deal. So I'm going to start by taking this off. Plugs like that. That's all part of the new part, don't have to worry about that. Just disconnect it here from airbox. Just going to disconnect the top of the airbox as well. So you've just got your clip down here, and then that should lift off. Clip at the back here as well. It separates like that. Just put that out of the way, and now we've just got to undo our clip at the back here. So I've just got a little 6mm bolt head on this clip. Back that off a little bit. Out. Yeah, existing one doesn't look too bad, but it's hard to tell because it's a heated sensor, so it is possible for that sensor to, I guess, deteriorate with age, and you wouldn't know it, and it wouldn't necessarily throw a code. I mean, it would eventually, but at the moment it's not. But anyway, out. Right, so that goes on. Should have a direction arrow like that. Kind of idiot-proof this. You want the the grill facing forwards. Put that back on. Actually, I'm just going to run my finger around there just to make sure there's no grip where the seal is. It's quite a tight fit, but not super tight. There you go. Just do it up again. Filter box in first there. This one out. Again. Plug that back in. plastic clip there is kind of broken, but I don't think it really matters. I've just got our clip at the back of the airbox here. That one on, and this one down at the side. Back on as well. Clipped on at the front. All good. Right, go back. Let's give it a whirl. Right, so let's give this a little go. Now the throttle response at low speed, I'm doing about 30 miles an hour at the moment, was not the issue. Of course, when you're going along at sort of 1500 RPM, the throttle deflection is very slight. So let's just go out here and see. So I'm now at 50 miles an hour, just over 2000 RPM, and pretty sure I'm in 4th gear. And before, this is the sort of scenario that would catch the engine out a bit. So a mild kick down from 4th to 3rd. I'll just give that a go. And the revs are just at 4000 RPM, the speed's building, and then she upshifts. Yeah. So I'd say that's a lot better. A lot better. I'll just give it another go in a minute, just when I've got a bit of dual carriageway where I don't run out of space in front of me. Right, just coming up to my bit of dual carriageway. Crucially, I will not use wide open throttle though. I'm just going to go to about the 2/3 position, 3/4 position. Just hold it there. Nice upshift into 4th. Revs just slowly building up from 3 and a bit RPM. Speed coming up.